Hi, I'm Abby. Welcome to my YouTube channel, 1 Minute Off. Please enjoy the ride. Look, I was a preteen when A-Team came out in 2011, and Ed Sheeran's soulful voice and strumming guitar burst upon the pop scene. It stayed on the charts for weeks, it was nominated for a Grammy, and yeah, I cried to Lego House fantasizing about a broken relationship that I hadn't had yet. I remember being a young girl who loved One Direction, so I remember having an Ed Sheeran phase. I almost think you're lying if you say that you don't like any of the songs from his very first album. And if you don't remember them, I really recommend going back and listening to them because they're really gorgeous and I don't know, they're just really, really good. The sound is unique, the lyrics are like really deep and beautiful, and all the songs are, structurally really different. But I purposefully have not listened to Ed Sheeran for years, and I'll make my argument why. And I heard his new song on the radio the other day, and I felt this anger emotional response, which is becoming the norm within the relationship of audio between me and Ed Sheeran. So he released a song in September of 2021 called Shivers. And in this video, I'm just gonna try and explain how Ed Sheeran makes me feel. I think I kind of stopped listening to him around the time he released the song Shape of You. I just didn't get into it as much as everyone else really seemed to, and I wasn't sure why until I read this article by Beth Daly that really kind of summed up and put into words what I was feeling. Shape of You actually did win a Grammy for Best Pop Solo Performance in 2018. And at one point it was like the most streamed track on Spotify and like the most streamed track of 2017. And it was played over and over again on all the stations. And, the reason it was so memorable is one that a lot of people are already probably aware of, especially if you dabble in the music sphere. And that is that, the chord progression of the song is astoundingly simple, as is the entire structure of the song itself. Daly pointed out that the song lifts elements from other pop songs. He stole a contour from No Scrubs by TLC and didn't admit it until he had to give them credit after people pointed out the similarities between the two songs. And prior to this, Sheeran has been sued twice for plagiarism, once by the songwriters of Amazing by Matt Cardle for use in Photograph, and more famously by Edward Townsend, the songwriter of Marvin Gaye's Let's Get It On, for use in Thinking Out Loud. This is going to be a hot take too, but the 4-chord progression of each and every Ed Sheeran song makes it really easy to make it look really cool on a foot pedal. Like, of course there's something to admire to the creativity and, how people use the foot pedal as an instrument. Like, there's something to admire about, someone being able to create a full band sound from just, one person. But when it's literally, it's just the same kind of sound over and over again. Like, Shape of You sounds impressive, but when you break it down, it's just kind of not. It's in the pentatonic scale, which, if you're unfamiliar, is like literally the most common scale in music history. It was used in Sunshine of Your Love by Cream, Stairway to Heaven by Led Zeppelin, and Rain, Rain, Go Away by various artists. It's so stupidly easy to play that even someone with no prior musical experience knows how to do it. It's like, imagine just strumming open strings on the guitar. However, the artists who add these like riffs and rhythms and syncopations that this scale allows for is where this creativity can really come in. A really good example of this is all the songs I listed before, and also Superstitious by Stevie Wonder. And that, that club beat at the beginning of the song, which was popular at the time in songs like, Work by Rihanna and New Rules by Dua Lipa, it tells you you're in for another Ed Sheeran club banger. But, this very simple thing, it seems that Ed Sheeran has found an equation, right, that equals top of the charts, and has just not really done much to divert from that. He's really fulfilled his destiny of the line in You Need Me, I Don't Need You, where he says, I'm like glue, I stick to other artists. And there's just nothing different about Shivers. There's nothing different about this new single. It's in the key of D, and there are 4 chords in it. It's B minor, G, D, A. Over and over again. Like, the way he structures the chorus and the verse and the bridge in all of his songs is so you could just play these 4 chords and that's the song. There's no, difference, there's no change. And it's not like this 4-chord thing is a new concept, especially in pop music. The songs I mentioned earlier are some of the most well-known songs of all time. And, the Beatles did the same exact 4-chord thing early on in their career. But what bugs me about Ed Sheeran is that, like, man, I know he's better than this. Like, I went back and listened to his first album in its entirety, and it's so gorgeous, and the changes in the melodies are so beautiful and like musically present, and it's just a perfect song to just kind of like lay on your floor and listen to on like a rainy fall evening if you really want to like get in your feels. Back then his lyrics didn't feel so like generic club type, I'm gonna steal your girlfriend with my acoustic guitar at the party vibey, you know? I don't know. But pretty much everything he's released since like 2018 has been just musically, lyrically boring. And it makes me even more angry to see that he's just like a very obvious example of someone in the pop industry. Releasing song after remix after remix, just to, I don't know, have more remixes of the song. Like who asked for 1,000 remixes of Shape of You? Look at the Spotify. I love the garage band hand clap thing, like
lipstick on my guitar. Fill up the engine, we can drive real far. Go dancing underneath the stars.
So he rhymed, I don't know if you caught it there, but he did rhyme guitar with star, which I thought was pretty artistically creative.
I wanna be that guy. I wanna kiss your eyes.
I wanna kiss your eyes.
Feel like my soul's on fire. I wanna stay up all day and all night.
Do you see what I mean? Like by generic lyrics. Like they're just so, if you really listen to them, they don't make a lot of sense. And it's just this very like vague statement of like, you're hot. Yeah, so we're through the first verse and the first chorus, and like you could just play the same chords over and over again. B minor, G, D, A, B minor, G, D, A. Let's see if the bridge is any different.
Bring it right back, baby, you burn so hot, you make me shiver with the fire.
Nope, it's the same thing. B minor, G, D, A. And they just hit, I'm sure he's just gonna go back into the chorus after this, right? And just let it play out.
Make me shiver. Yeah, you got me singing like, ooh, I love it when you do it like that.
Yep, so yeah. The last thing I'll say about the song is, like every other Ed Sheeran song as of late, this one sounds a little bit familiar to another one that was played over and over again on the radio in the summer of 2020. I don't want to get copyright claimed, but I'm just going to do like a quick little clip of me doing a cover of Blinding Lights by The Weeknd over this song. So let me know what you think. I'm running out of time. I can see the sun right up the sky. I can turn it on with love. Oh, it's in the city cold and empty. No one's around to judge me. I can't see clearly when you're gone. Oh, I said, oh, I'm blind by the light. Oh, I can't sleep until I feel your touch. I literally used the chords from Shiver to play that song, so, make of that whatever you will. Let me know if you think Ed Sheeran might be in for another lawsuit in the future. That's all I really wanted to say. Ed Sheeran, if you're watching this, I know you can do better. The 14-year-old fangirl inside me, who still can't change the station when What Makes You Beautiful comes on, knows you can do better. I believe in you, sort of. That's gonna be pretty much it for me today. Thanks for watching if you made it this far. I ended up losing some audio for an episode of my podcast, so hopefully that will be up soon. Please comment down below if you'd like me to do some more like kind of music reviews like this, or if you think Ed Sheeran is just the pop music industry's longest running plant. I'm Abby, this is 1 Minute Off, and I've got some M&M ice cream to finish, so bye.